Hey guys, OPLXX here from CrouchedV, and today I'm bringing you another League of Legends video, but this time I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks if you want to get into the role ADC, or just want to improve yourself overall. In the background, there is some footage from a ranked game I played, and as you can see, I'm playing Miss Fortune with Blitz as support. So the first tip I can give you to becoming a better ADC is to learn to farm. Farming is a huge part of playing ADC, and it allows you to get more and better items than your opponents early on. I myself am not the best at farming, but as long as you can reach a good creep score before a certain time limit, then you should be fine. But the more CS you can manage to get, the better and easier your role will be as an ADC. A trick to becoming more better at farming in a game is to learn to last hit. This is where you let your minions take down the health of enemy minions, and just before they die, you attack them so you get the golden XP. This allows you to get more CS in, but this will also take some practice before you'll be able to get it perfect. You can practice last hitting and farming in a custom game of your own. Turn off all bots and go into a lane. Then you can practice last hitting and getting a feel of when to attack the minions on low health. The second tip I have for you guys is to make sure you're building the correct items, but at the right time. As an ADC, you'll want to build items such as Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, and Last Whisper. But sometimes you'd be better skipping out an item and building another item instead. For example, if you've just built an Infinity Edge as your first item, you'd better off be going either Static Shiv or Phantom Dancer instead of another attack damage item. Static Shiv and Phantom Dancer will increase attack speed and critical strike chance, which are two very important parts of an ADC. If you're going into mid-game or late game, I would sell your Static Shiv and swap it for something like Blade of the Ruined King or Phantom Dancer, which both increase attack speed just like Static Shiv, but have a more effective passive at mid or late game, since Static Shiv tends to fall off late game. Another thing you could do is to take a look at the enemy's team's items and try to counter theirs. If they're not building any armor, take another item instead of Last Whisper, as the passive of Last Whisper is that damage ignores 35% of enemy's armor. On the screen now you can see a previous build I did on Miss Fortune. As you can see, I've got two or three heavy attack damage items: Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge, and I guess you could count Blade of the Ruined King. I've also built Phantom Dancer for attack speed, critical strike chance, and that's what the boots are for as well, is attack speed. As you can see here, I've played to the situation I was in the game. Most of the enemies were building ability power, so as you can see here, I've started building a bit of magic resist, which will really benefit me during later games. So as you can see, just try and build items for the game you're in. So if they're building ability power, build magic resist. If they're building armor, get a Last Whisper. These items will benefit you in the game and make you more successful in team fights. Tip number 3 is one of the biggest tips I can give you. This applies to all champions, players, and roles. Work as a team. Communicate well with your team. For example, if players in your lane are missing, just signal out that enemies are missing, or just say in the chat. This can take less than a second, but could save the life of one of your teammates. Now this may sound like an advert for SaveTheChampion.com, but I'm being serious. If an enemy is spotted going into a certain part of the jungle, whether that be enemy blue or team red, just signal out and let everyone know. This could be a free kill for one of your teammates, or as previously mentioned, a lifesaver. Also, if you're 10 minutes into the game and haven't had a Drake, just ask your jungler whether or not you guys can pick up a cheeky dragon buff, or maybe Baron is up and you feel like your team is ready for it. Confirm with your team. Tell them that you're thinking of Baron and ask if it's a good idea. Simple communication like this is key for winning games, as League of Legends is based around teamwork. That is why there's 5v1 a team. Another thing you can do to win games just by communication is to praise your teammates. If they get a kill, tell them in the chat, good job, or nice work. This will encourage the teammate in their lane and will help them play a lot better. Trust me, it's a lot easier to win games getting praised than not when there's someone telling you that they 360'd your mum last night and that you should uninstall afterwards, mate. This brings me on to tip number 4. Don't get angry and flame. If you're getting angry because one of your teammates didn't manage to get out of a fight gone wrong, what do you think would be the best option here? A. Tell him he sucks so bad that he should kill himself. B. Tell everyone that you're going AFK because you can't be asked. Or C. Tell him it's all good and move on. If you answered anything but C, please rethink your answer. But if you did manage to answer that $1 million question with C, then congratulations. You've just made your teammate a lot happier knowing he's not playing with dicks. This tip also applies to you at least once in your league career. So just make sure you're not flaming and play calmly as you can as a team. Tip 5. Don't get greedy. If you've gotten yourself into a little 1v1 or something along those lines, and you're winning the fight, if the enemy decides that it would be best if they got out, staying in the tower around 200-300 health, don't tower dive them if you can't 100% confirm you'll get that kill. Instead, go back, farm some more, or maybe this could be a chance for you to recall, buy some tasty items. I don't know, whatever. But there will be plenty of time for getting pentakills later on. Just play safe and don't make stupid decisions just for one kill. The trade won't be worth it, and the last thing you want is to get the enemy fed. The next tip I am going to give you is a huge part of playing League of Legends, and it will apply to every role in every game. You will never improve as a player if you do not follow this advice, so listen. Tip 6. Admit your mistakes. It is so easy blaming the jungler for not ganking you enough, or to blame your support because they can't play their role. Instead, take a step back and go over what you just did. Did you try and tower dive for a kill? Or maybe you went for Drake and the enemy ended up stealing it because you were trying to solo it. When I put it like this, it's easy to realize what went wrong in these situations. In the game though, you may try and look for any excuse. But trust me, you will never be able to climb the ranked ladder if you can't see your own mistakes. If you're in bronze and want to get to silver, and if you lose a game, see what went wrong and see how you can change this in the next game. Assess your situation and work out what went wrong and what went right. In the end, if you can't climb to the next rank, maybe you're where you should be at. Maybe you do play like a bronze 3 player or a silver 2 player. Just admit your mistakes and realize that you're not good enough to be in gold or be in silver. Not yet anyway. So those are my 6 tips to becoming a better ADC or just a better League of Legends player in general. Of course, there are a lot more tips and tricks to be learned, but these are just some of the important ones in my opinion. So if you're still here, maybe I've earned a like for the help. Also, leave a comment with any tips you have to becoming a better player, and as always, you know where the subscribe button is. So, I've been OPLXX here from CrouchTV, and I'll see you in the next video.